So, I'd like to share a quote and a poem with you before we start on me sharing the body scan. The quote, which is from Thich Nhat Hanh: "This, my dear, is the greatest challenge to being alive, to witness the injustice of this world and not allow it to consume the light. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You may not be perfect, but you are all you've got to work with. The process of becoming who you will be begins first with the total acceptance of who you are." And allowing those words perhaps to resonate, to drop in to the stillness that you may feel. And allow yourself to find a posture, a position that feels really comfortable for you. Sitting, lying, standing even. I will lead this as if you're lying down. Make sure that you feel supported under your head, maybe something under your knees which supports your lower back. Maybe even something very slight to go under your lower back, to invite your lower back to soften. And having a sense perhaps of a cover, a blanket. And begin to let your body rest. To feel that sense of softening. You've chosen this time to be here. You don't need to be anywhere else. This is your gift to yourself. Let your body rest. Feel the unfolding, perhaps the lengthening of your body. Notice the points of contact beneath your head, your back, your bottom, your legs, your feet. Let your hands rest down, perhaps beside you, maybe with your palms upturned, or maybe resting somewhere on your body with your palms face downwards. Let yourself get as comfortable as you can be. Feel how gravity draws you down. Invites you to soften. You do not need to force your body to soften. Feel how gravity invites you to soften. And where you feel those points of resistance, because we're so used to being on the go, always busy, need to get this or that done. See if you can let your body rest. Notice where the body rests, the surfaces. Are they hard, soft, irregular, uneven? Do they feel itchy or smooth? Rest into your body. Let the surface that it rests upon do its job to hold and support you. And as you do this, begin to notice now the feeling of your breath, that flow of coming in with the breath and going out with the breath. This flow that arrives completely unbidden. which you don't need to change because your body has been breathing a long time. It knows how to do it. See if you can feel where the breath, the sensations of the breath, moves in your body. Where does it show up right now? Where do you feel it? Perhaps, if you would like, see if you can take a deeper breath in and sigh it out. Perhaps take another deep breath in and sigh it out. One more breath all the way in and all the way out. Let your breathing return to the pattern it always follows. Can you notice where you feel it now moving? Maybe at the front of you? What about the back of you? Maybe you feel the air at your nose. The sense of its rhythm being drawn in down through your throat, into your lungs, embraced and out again. This amazing rhythm of the breath, this flow that saturates through you again and again. For a few moments, see if you can rest in to its flow. Be in the breath, opening and releasing, expanding and subsiding. Rest into this movement. Be rocked and cradled. You might notice this flow of the breath, soothing, softening. It is perhaps this awareness of this soothing, softening flow that we can take with us as we explore the body. We notice in this moment how whichever area we're at feels with kindness, warm attention, soft presence. Allowing your awareness now to sink through the body, down through the legs and into the feet. Can you feel? How do your feet feel? When you notice the thoughts say, well, they feel like this, that's okay. Notice the thought. Then see if you can let it go. Come back to the actual sensations. Hot, cold, tingly, tight, smooth, maybe even numb. Doesn't matter. If it's numb, that's what you're noticing in this moment. What about the big toes? All of the toes. The sides of your feet. Soles of your feet. The heels. The thin skin on the front of your feet. Up to your ankle joints. How do they feel? What do they feel like? knobbly, sharp. And as we go around the body, we might come across areas that feel uncomfy, tender, tight, uncomfortable, maybe even painful. We could bring a sense of soft awareness into or around these places. Invite a soothing attention, the possibility of creating space for change, perhaps a release, a letting go of pain, tightness, holding. Coming into your shins and calves, how do they feel right now? Often our shin muscles tighten when we are worried or concerned, in pain or fatigued. Can you let yourself soften into your shins and calves? Perhaps allowing a releasing into your ankles, into your feet, letting go, if possible. Into your knees, front and back. Can you feel where they join into the thighs? Big bones, big muscles. How do they feel right now? Can you feel the hip joints? Big ball and sockets. They're resting easy. Are they tender or tight? And can you feel into your sitting bones, your buttocks, the feel of your pelvic floor, the weight of your pelvic bowl resting onto the surface below? The pelvic organs cradled in the pelvic bowl. Can you notice the back of the pelvic bowl, that large sacral joint? How does it feel? Flat bone. Is it resting easy? Does it feel a bit ruckled? Is it tender? Be curious. What do you feel right now? And what do you feel in the small of your back, where the muscles often gather, tighten, coil? Is there a possibility of softening into the small of your back, letting go even just a little? And what about the rest of your back, the spine, the rib cage, the shoulder blades? They all move. How do they feel? Expanding sideways and up, and then down. How does that feel? Up into your shoulders, a place of holding, tightening, tension. It's like our shoulders can get caught, a coat hanger with the many coats of our life, heavy, tight. Can you imagine maybe softening your shoulders, slipping off a coat or two, releasing the shoulders into the weight of the arms, just a smidge, letting go. And all of the front of you. Can you feel your belly? Can you soften your belly? Release the muscles. Notice, does the belly rise and fall? Does the skin of your belly stretch a little and let go? How does that feel? And what about all of your chest? The rib cage from the sides coming up to the breastbone, collarbone, lifting as the lungs inflate, and then going down, subsiding as the lungs deflate. How does that feel right now? All of the back of you, all of the front of you, all of the sides of you in movement, expanding, subsiding, releasing. Coming down your arms and into your hands. Feeling your fingers, your thumbs, the palms, the front of your hands, into your wrists, the feel of your lower arms and elbows, the sense of your upper arms and shoulder joints, ball and socket joints, and your armpits connected to the sides of you. They too move with the breath, but usually unnoticed. And up across your shoulders into your neck. Those muscles that work so hard to hold your head up, they don't have to work quite so hard at this moment as you rest your head back. Can you feel the muscles perhaps loosening, lengthening into your chest, your shoulders, your back? Releasing the jaw, the grip of the back of your skull. Releasing around your throat, your voice box, letting go. If you let your lower jaw drop even just a little, create space in your mouth for your tongue to rest more easy, unclenches your teeth. You may feel your ears move a little when you do that, and the neck muscles that grip the back of your skull let go just a bit, so your neck softens. and all of your head, the sense of your head, heavy against the surface perhaps it rests on. Can you feel the weight, the shape of your head? Can you be curious about how your scalp feels? Can you notice the feel of your skin on your face resting on the bones below? So often the brow muscles gripping. Can you let them unfold into your eyelids? Let your nose and cheeks soften. The crinkles around your ears release. Your chin dip down just a little, letting go. And all of your body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, resting down, softening, releasing into the surfaces below you. You might have noticed how your thoughts kept chattering. Can you notice them now? Can you give yourself a moment to notice your thoughts? Don't push them away. Invite yourself not to join with them, but to notice them. I notice I'm having the thought of whatever it might be, and let go. Spend a moment or two as you rest into your body, observing, noticing the thought, and letting it go. And even if you have a thought that says, well, I'm not having any thoughts, that's a thought. Notice, acknowledge, let go. Now, allow your awareness to settle back into the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Feeling the breath supporting and soothing. And as we begin to close this practice, perhaps forming the intention to take this awareness of this body scan forward with you into the rest of your day, very gently beginning to expand your awareness. Perhaps wiggling your fingers and toes, just gently being aware of the sounds around you, the feel of the surfaces that support you, the light that bounces on your eyelids. And as you begin to go forward into the next part of the day, I will read the poem again. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You may not be perfect, but you are all you've got to work with. The process of becoming who you are begins first with the total acceptance of who you are.